Hello, this is Geraldine St. Joseph, and today we're doing a major clearing event. The three types of clearings we're going to do is universal source clearing, which is a white light clearing that comes in and helps you loosen everything up and clear out a lot of the negativity and your day-to-day stuff. It could also be used to clear ghosts and things like that, but that's for another class. We're going to move from that to a soul retrieval. And the way we're going to do the soul retrieval is we're calling in those pieces that are ready to come back to us and integrate those pieces into our soul. We're going to welcome them back. Once that's done, we will probably go back into another universal source, pulling in that white light energy and having that flush out anything that the soul pieces need to flush out. Then we're going to do something called the Renunciation of Agreements. And what that is we are going through and pulling our energy back from different agreements that we've made, either in this lifetime or throughout our lifetimes, and in every dimension, every lifetime, throughout time, throughout space, throughout our lineages, so that we're pulling that energy back and we're letting go of those agreements. What creates those agreements? Well, those agreements are created with things like when we're in love with somebody and we're like, I'm going to love you forever, and we make those kinds of statements. They could be agreements where we had a vow of poverty many years ago. We may have had a lifetime where we vowed fealty to a certain person, and maybe they appear in our soul groups as we're going around the globe again. And for whatever reason, we feel very loyal to this person, or we end up giving everything to this person. Like we just voluntarily give up everything to this person. And where does that come from? A lot of these are all these cords and tethers that we have between us and other people. So those are things that we really need to let go. And the way that this works is you're renouncing all these agreements, whether they're made consciously or unconsciously this lifetime or in the past. And we are also taking back the energy that it took to make them, so that we then have the fullness of who we are back. And we're giving them back their energy too. So it's a disentangling of things. You would think we would only do this once. However, I do have clients who like to do it multiple times when they feel like they're getting entangled again, or if there's something else that's coming up that was not present when we first did it the first time. It allows them to let go of that and for that to be released. So if you're interested in this, this is a good way to release a bulk of things. I do recommend, though, that it's done with people who are really ready for a big transformation, because it is a lot of energy that you're shifting and you're moving. When we do this type of cleansing, whether it's with me or with somebody else, or you're doing it yourself, always make sure that you drink a lot of water afterwards. Your body is releasing toxins during these processes, and you're releasing toxins energetically. So to drink a lot of water is always good, because it flushes out your system. Another thing you're going to want to do is, when you get your water, is to bless it. I bless this water into the service of my soul, and I program it for my highest and greatest good. Please cleanse and nourish me. And then your water's blessed. Or you could just take a water bottle and you could write on it like love, joy, compassion, whatever your words are that you're trying to strive for, and that will activate the water. We've done experiments with blessed water, and actually it changes the look of the molecular structure of it. There's books about it. I forget who the doctor was who did all the studies on that, but that's something that's been very big, made a big splash. It was wonderful. It's beautiful to look at. Besides that, another thing you may want to do is take a sea salt shower or bath. What does that look like? You can buy at any department store sea salt, and you just, like the Epsom salts also, you just dissolve it in the bath water. Again, salt is very angelic. It has a very high vibration, so it helps you loosen up and get rid of any extraneous energies that are not there for your highest good. To take a sea salt shower, it's also a good exfoliant for your skin. To take a sea salt shower, the way I do it is I take a little bit in my palm, I put it on the top of my head, and I just stand under the shower and I let it melt into my hair and just come down. Another way to do it is put a little bit in your hand and scrub yourself with it. As I said, it's a good exfoliant. So sea salt can be used for a lot of things in that way. Those are things that I recommend to help you really integrate what's happening right now for you. Another thing I recommend, especially after doing a soul retrieval, is that you treat yourself to something, whether that's a massage or a hot fudge sundae or some snuggles with your favorite dog or cat or whatever, but do something to treat yourself, something that makes you feel good. Because what you're doing is you're welcoming back those pieces of yourself, and it's almost like having a little party to have them back and acknowledge them. Sometimes they will speak to you. Sometimes you just feel them like slamming in. Sometimes you just get emotions. It's different for everyone. And each time you experience it, it's a little bit different. As I said, this soul retrieval brings in many pieces at once, so it can be very emotional. Just be prepared for that. If you feel like crying and it's coming from here, then cry. Then let it out. You need to really just release whatever those pieces need to release, because generally when we leave pieces behind, it's because of some sort of trauma in this lifetime or a past lifetime. And what we're doing by collecting our soul pieces is we are healing that trauma or accepting that trauma, so that we are then more accepting of our shadow side and more complete as a soul and as a person. So I think that's it for right now. Next, we will start the activations or the cleansings, and I hope to see you there. Thank you.